for the first time, when you get a lead call, when a client is calling you to get business, you must insist that the client comes to the office instead of you doing a site visit. Very simple reason. You have all the big screens, the data, all the information and detail the client is seeking that you might not have on your laptops. And you have a lot of assistance and helps in office to represent and to show all the information when client is sitting in the meeting. So it's very, very important that when a client is calling you to the site for the first time, insist that you want to do the meeting in office and do a proper, nice presentation of your work with all the clear information. That has a huge impact. Sharing too much information could be an act of desperation, isn't it? Never let your cat entirely out of the bag. Never be in a desperation to share ideas. You could give wrong information, wrong sort of designs. Take a step back. When a client is asking for a lot of information and you're not on board, do not share information immediately, aggressively. Stay calm. When you're on board, share this information, because what you share with the client initially can be circulated for counter quotes and it can run out. So it's always better to step back and understand the requirement of the client and design requirement, and give glimpses of ideas as to what you can think could be appropriate. When the client has to actually come to office for a meeting, make sure on a call you have all the data and information of the project and what are the preferences of the client. What kind of designs is he seeking? What kind of space is it? You have all the information correctly. So when he comes, you are prepared with the right information based on the designs that he likes. You have your projects to show. That's one. If not, then you have relatable images. You have source designs that you want to show to him to make sure to tell him that you understand his requirement. So now I've been telling you the first point of contact that you had with the client to get him to your office, because you made that impression. You had that little bit of conversation. You understood his requirement. You insisted that he comes to your office. Once he's on the table, please make sure to talk less to hear more. Talking more initially is more damageable. Make sure you're a good listener. Good listener pays off. So you are sitting right in front of the client, really, really understanding in detail what is his requirement for the project. You hear him out clearly. You write down all the points. Right? So you have all the detail of the client ready. And what I'm saying is, you've got to have that questionnaire, which is a fixed questionnaire that needs to be sent to all the clients, so that all of you post the meeting and once you're on board are on the same page to really understand what is the requirement of the client. So requirement of the client is tallied up once based on the notes that you make in the meeting and once based on the questionnaire that you send to the client once you're on board. In a meeting, it is very, very important to share your ideas as to what you are planning for their project. Because once the client connects to the kind of ideas that you're planning for the space, he's going to be at a great deal of comfort to know that you'll be able to handle the project well. Financial clarity is extremely important, not only for you as a consultant, but also very important for the client. So when you have that first point of contact, it is very important to know how much and what kind of budgets the clients are really working with, because that's where the entire projects can be bagged or can be lost. So it is very, very essential for you to be able to create a sort of a financial comfort for the client, so that you know you have that empathy, that you understand his spending limit and you want to achieve the given targets in the same. However, if you're unable to do so, where you feel that the budgets are a little less than the expectations, it is very important to get that sort of clarity in the first meeting that you do, so that there is no confusion in the follow-up meetings. You have a clear contract to send to the client, and the design execution can be achieved effortlessly. So many times you might find clients who want a certain style of work that you have not done maybe in the past, but it is about challenges and it is about wanting and getting that project and doing it just right. So why don't you prepare a presentation which sort of justifies your idea for that space, which is a certain theme that you've never done before, out of the box, which is just right for that client's project. If you do prepare some glimpses on a presentation, do your homework right, it works perfectly well and it's a complete win-win. So guys, these are the points that I have made out of my 12 years of experience as a designer and 10 years of experience in marketing and sales. 4 different brands. Please let me know how useful you might find this. Thank you.